Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy, The Problem Child, here today just to talk to you about a few things. Now, in my other two videos, you heard me go on about Stephanie McMahon and Triple H in a couple of my videos about them and WWE and how I think the business is going to be when they take over. Because let's be honest, Shane McMahon is not going back to WWE, nor will he ever do. I think he's being his own man, doing what he got to do on a separate level. I think he left, in my opinion. They won't say it, but I think he left because the business was going to be overlooked over him, and it was going to be handed to Stephanie and Triple H anyway. Because think about it. Why the hell would Shane McMahon leave a billion-dollar company to go be a CEO in China? Why would he leave a company like that, where he would be the main boss and won't have to really answer to anybody but a bunch of chair people, and he still got the majority? So why would he do that? Why would he do that? I don't see a guy leaving a company for that. I really don't. I really just don't see a guy leaving the company. But it's a sad thing when Shane left. When Shane left, boy. Oh, I just don't really know what to say. It's pretty bad. But I think Stephanie McMahon is not a good booker at all. The only reason why she got the job was because of daddy and mommy, you know? I think if I'm going to give my child who's in wrestling, who grew up around wrestling their whole life and stuff, I'm not going to give it to them because they're my child. I'm going to give it to them because they love wrestling as much as dad does. That they will go out there and book matches and talk to the wrestlers and do all this and that and make sure they stay in be as biased as they can be towards wrestlers and have them do it. Now, if they wind up marrying a wrestler, I would tell them, don't push your husband all the time. Don't do this and that. Yeah, I'll give him a job here, but I'm going to make sure her husband do a damn good job, because if he ain't doing the job, guess what? He's answering to me. But it's not happening like that. You got Triple H booking. He books matches that's not that really damn good. He's basically the Kevin Nash of WWE. Let's be honest. He's the Kevin Nash of WWE. He worked his way to the top, basically. I'm not dissing Triple H in his ring and his gimmicks and stuff. I love Triple H, but his backstage politics, I'm not really liking it too much, because what the hell is going on, man? You got Stephanie McMahon booking matches, and oh God, you know what? This is me, real me. This is real. This is The Problem Child saying to you guys, what are you doing to a company that we love? You got Matt Striker over there criticizing the internet fans for booing against John Cena, who gets his head fucking put on a fucking concrete floor, and you got the nerve, Matt Striker, to diss us? Because back in the day, when you did the Macho Man thing, and Macho Man got his head fucking bashed on concrete floor, how long was Macho Man out before he came back to WrestleMania? How, Matt Striker? How fucking long? Exactly. So if you're such this fucking wrestling guy, excuse me, mister, I didn't know personal days and sick days was two different days. But yet you got the nerve, the audacity to criticize us wrestling fans, us strong wrestling fans who grew up watching this shit, who probably paid our $5 fucking to go watch low budget wrestling in fucking high school gyms and fucking bar fights and all these things, and you have the nerve to criticize us? The same people that online that probably work backstage, who probably are wrestlers themselves, and see how the business is going, and then thinking maybe I should go back to school, or maybe I should go this way, because the wrestling business is actually fucking failing right now. But you got the nerve to criticize us? You know what? Whatever. The company is failing, guys. And, you know, we can say whatever they want. The billionaire companies don't fall. Ever heard of, you know, there are a lot of companies that do fall. I hope WWE don't fall. But, I mean, I'm just saying, it's getting to the point where we look at people record Raw and fast forward through it, through an hour and a half of it, and that's it. And then delete it off the DVR. There's people that won't even watch it for a month, and then just ask you what happened, and then go, oh, wow, it's shit. It really pains me to see this company just be the rest. This wrestling is horrible. I mean, they're not pushing the guys they're supposed to. It's the same 5 guys in the same matches over and over again. The pay-per-view only had about 4 matches when back in the day, almost the whole damn roster was on the pay-per-view. I liked it when it was the SmackDown pay-per-view and then the Raw pay-per-view, and then they had the pay-per-view where they came together. At least it showed more guys shining, and it gave more guys publicity to be who they are and what they are. You know what I pray? I hope wrestling changes soon. I hope it does. I hope for the sake of wrestling it changes. NWA is coming out with their new promotion. I'm looking forward to that. ROH, it seems like they're working their way up. TNA is TNA. And but I just don't see Stephanie. I don't see why in the hell she has this booking job when she can't book matches. Can anybody on YouTube tell me they've been happy with WWE in the last 6 months? No. I don't think one person can say it. People thought WrestleMania was mediocre except for the last match. They thought they didn't like Money in the Bank that much. They was just happy Kane finally got a title and it's longer than 24 hours. They wasn't damn sure happy with SummerSlam, except for Gemini, which, you know, of course, he loves John Cena to death, so John Cena can't do no wrong. You know, no offense to Gemini, but this is what you got. You got NXT, you put them in Nexus, then you bury them on a big pay-per-view when they main evented a pay-per-view, you buried them. Now you got Skip Sheffield out, and you got Darren Young. You ain't doing nothing with him. I guess he's just sitting at home sipping Kool-Aid. Don't worry, it's not a black thing. I love Kool-Aid myself. It pains me to see this, man. It pains me because I just don't see when Vince leaves. I don't think I'm going to watch wrestling no more. I don't think I'm going to watch WWE no more. When Vince leaves the company, I think I'm officially done with WWE. I just don't see Stephanie and I don't see Triple H doing a good job. When they're not even booking matches good. They're not even booking any type of match good. I don't see them. I just don't see them at all. I don't see him doing a good job with it. I think it's really gonna. Stephanie can't book anything, and I really think she should do something else, like plan events and stuff. Why is she a creative team? Why is she helping them write? Why? And the writers. If I was running WWE, I'd fire every writer. Stephanie McMahon would probably be put somewhere else. Triple H would keep his mouth shut about booking. And probably give it to an old school wrestler that knows how to book matches. And then get rid of this PG crap. Well, I would keep the PG thing. I might keep it. Because on PG, you can still say ass and damn. Look at a lot of TV shows that has PG ratings. They can say ass, they can say damn, they can say bastard. So, let the guys be themselves. Let the wrestlers be themselves. Don't give them a script. Let them talk for themselves. Let them talk to the crowd. And I know WWE got this thing where you're not talking to the crowd. Well, guess what? If it wasn't for the crowd buying the tickets, you wouldn't have a TV show. What would you have? Because people don't want, if they're not buying the ticket, if they buy the tickets, they're watching the TV show. So if they're not going to buy the tickets, then they're not going to watch TV. And it's going to be Monday Night Show all over again. I get the tickets for free. Anyway. Well, that's all I got to say. I just don't see it working out. I don't really see. The booking got to get better. And if it's not going to get better, screw it. This is your boy, The Problem Child, saying peace, one love. To all the real wrestling fans out there, if you comment on this, because I'll comment on my wrestling stuff, because I would love to hear people's opinions about my wrestling thing. I hear people always complaining and stuff, but nobody's commenting. Nobody's supporting each other on here. You know, support me, I'll support you back, guaranteed. You know, shout outs. You know, shout outs to wrestling people that love wrestling, that really loves wrestling, that is not a mark for anything, that isn't biased in their unbiased opinion to one company to another, and like wrestling for wrestling. And if that's what you are, please subscribe to my page. Comment on my wrestling videos. I have no problem hollering back at you. You know, my computer is always on for people to see me on YouTube. So if they have a question for me, I'm going to respond back. If I have the time, guaranteed, and most of the time I have the time for people on YouTube. But I just don't see Stephanie McMahon. I don't see that company being a success with those two at the helm. You know, Helmsley, Helm. Anyway, this your boy, peace, one love. I'm out.